Hello YouTube, I have a battle here for you today against a very good battler named Wale12345 on Twitch. I did not battle on my, well, we did battle once on my Twitch live chat. We also battled once in chartheos' tournament, but this is a third battle, sort of a rematch actually, since I won one pretty convincingly and he won one pretty convincingly. But now let's go ahead and get into this battle against Wale. So, yeah, should be pretty good because I know he's a very good battler, especially know you. So he leads with Klefki as I lead with Ferrothorn, and I'm just going to set up Stealth Rock right off the bat. I don't really see anything on his team that can bounce him away or anything, so I'm just going to go for that right off the bat as he decides to go into Medicham, which is definitely a dangerous Mega Pokemon now that it's going to Mega Evolve. And it's really dangerous because of its astronomically high attack stat. I do not want to stay in and take a fighting move. He ends up having Drain Punch. So that's a pretty interesting Mega Medicham set. But a lot of them go for the stronger high jump kick. But really, with the sheer power that Medicham possesses naturally, you can definitely go with Drain Punch. And it is very, very effective. You can see how much damage that does to a resisted bulky Starmie, by the way. And that's just pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the Recover. I want to keep Starmie pretty healthy. Knowing that Starmie does resist his stab moves in Fighting and Psychic on that Medicham, I'm going to rely on this Starmie pretty much the whole game to try to, switch in on it so I don't really take damage on anything else because that's pretty much my best shot at limiting the damage this Medicham can do. So he goes out into Raikou, and then that's pretty obvious what he's going to do. He's just going to Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, so I just go into my own Raikou, predicting the Volt Switch, knowing that you have to switch into something other than his Raikou, and I can actually get some decent damage with the Volt Switch of my own against most of his other Pokemon. So he does go into Medicham, which is something that was kind of the obvious play, because he can go for the Fake Out here for free damage, and, I just didn't want to risk a fighting move, otherwise I would have went into Ferrothorn. So, yeah, that's my thinking. I stay in, and I end up taking, like, half damage on my Raikou, which is not good, but, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch now as he goes out into Klefki, and that thing is going to take that damage, and I am going to be able to switch. So I'm going to make a kind of a weird switch here. I go into Dragonite, and I know this thing's a fairy, and I'm a dragon, but this thing's also Steel. Now, most of the time, Dragonite does carry as its second move, Earthquake or Fire Punch. He's obviously thinking Earthquake as he goes for that Magnet Rise. Too bad it's the Fire Punch, and unfortunately for me, I don't quite kill it, which was so close. And now he does what I expected him to do in the first place, is go for the Thunder Wave, since it does have Prankster, and that's kind of what Klefkis do. And, yeah, I do have the Lumberry, though, so I'm okay with that, as I'm able to just get the two-hit KO off with my Dragonite, which means I don't have to deal with this annoying Klefki anymore, and it's really convenient for me, because it didn't actually end up sending any of its, barriers, which is the thing it's really known for doing, the Light Screen and the other thing, the physical one that I cannot think of right now. Anyway, so he goes back into Raikou, and most of these carry Hidden Power Ice if they know what they're doing, so I just go out into Ferrothorn, figuring if he goes for the Volt Switch or the Hidden Power Ice, I can take it pretty nicely, being that Ferrothorn has some very nice special defense, and I resist the Electric Attack. And, yeah, that's what I do as he goes out into Medicham here against my Ferrothorn, and I am going to switch out once again, into Starmie, because I don't want to, lose Ferrothorn quite yet. Plus, especially with Drain Punches, the move he's going to be using, he is going to be able to heal any damage that I really do recoil with my ability. So, yeah, I'll just go into Starmie, and as you can see, it still does almost half, which is kind of a scary thought on a bulky Starmie coming from a Pokemon, a resisted move. Not even the strongest move this thing can learn, so it really just shows you how strong Mega Medicham is. So, yeah, he's just going to go into Raikou again as I just heal again, because like I said, I don't really feel comfortable keeping Starmie, switching Starmie in unless it's at full HP due to the sheer power of Medicham, because if he just goes for a Fake Out, he might be able to get a 2-hit KO off on me, which really would not be acceptable. So, yeah, I do just heal up back to full, knowing that, that's what I need to do in order to keep Medicham at bay. So just going back to my own Raikou, predicting a Volt Switch, and actually he kind of has me in a lock. This Raikou that he's using, well, Raikou and Medicham seem to have very nice synergy, because he can just Volt Switch and then just go right back into Medicham for a Fake Out. It's actually a pretty nice combo, because now he's just going to go in Mega Jam again. There's really nothing I could do there, because Volt Switch would really damage a lot of the rest of my team. And, yeah, now he's going to get a free Fake Out on something. Actually, that's what I predicted. I predicted Fake Out, so I go into my Ferrothorn. I figured just for one turn, but he makes a really nice play. Predicted my switch into Ferrothorn, and just goes for a Drain Punch instead. And, yeah, that's actually going to take out my Ferrothorn, and that makes me sad. I knew it would take out Ferrothorn. But now I can actually go into Talonflame. I do have the safe switch here into Talonflame, and obviously Talonflame does check the Medicham due to my priority Brave Bird, due to my ability. This is a choice banded Talonflame. No turns of setup necessary. Just a really powerful attacking force as he goes out into this thing, Mandibuzz, which is a really bulky thing. And as you can see, I could actually have gone for the 2-hit KO here. I decided not to because I just don't want to take the extra damage on Talonflame. If he does end up setting Stealth Rocks up later on, I want to be able to switch Talonflame back in without it dying, obviously. So I decided just to switch out. I could have finished off the Mandibuzz here, but instead I decided to switch out into Raikou. I end up living his knockoff, which was, kind of thank God there. And, yeah, now I'm at red health, though, so my Raikou is not looking too hot, as I am just going to go for a Volt Switch, trying to KO that Mandibuzz. He makes, obviously, the obvious and good choice by just going out into Raikou, and I'm going to switch out again, and I decide to switch out this time into my Lopunny, which is the Mega I brought. I figure if you can't beat him, join him. Mega Lopunny always seems to do damage to me. Always seems to, sweep half my team or something. So I'm going to try him out here. Try her out, I should say, since it's the Waifu Bunny Pokemon. I think that's its actual official Pokedex name, right? The Waifu Bunny. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and just fake out, and he makes a wise choice, just going out into his Mandibuzz as Death Fodder. Also to get some minor damage on me with his Rocky Helmet. It's kind of interesting that he put Rocky Helmet on this Mandibuzz. I would probably prefer leftovers on it, but I guess it does allow you to do some damage to your opponents as you abuse Mandibuzz's bulk. So, anyway, he goes into Latios now, and thinking the only reason he would go into this is if this is a Scarf Latios, and I just don't want to risk it, so I go out into Raikou, and he does kill me. I go into Raikou basically as Death Fodder to see what he would do, see what he would lock himself into if he is in fact Scarfed. As you can see, he actually bluffed the Scarf pretty nicely, because Lopunny could actually outspeed this Latios otherwise. And as you can see, it is Life Orb, so I feel comfortable just going back in my Lopunny, going for that Fake Off for free damage, and now just going for a Return, which he really has nothing to switch into it, because it's, super powerful and stuff, and he's going to be able to take out the Latios after outspeeding it. So, yeah, in comes the Medicham again, and I know that he has Fake Out too, obviously, and I just don't want to take in my Lopunny quite yet, so I decide to switch out, and I go out into my, what else, Starmie, who, despite the fact that he doesn't resist Fake Out, I feel like can take pretty well, but instead he just goes for a Zen Headbutt, so that's even better for me, because I resist that, period. Kind of curious that he would do that. Well, I guess he thought that he could survive my return, and try to kill my Lopunny with Zen Headbutt, but, yeah, foiled here by my Starmie. Now, knowing that he has a limited amount of Pokemon remaining left, I decided to actually go for the Scald instead of healing the damage again, like I was doing in the past. So I just go for the Scald. He ends up going to this Raikou, which obviously has good bulk, but his doesn't actually have Assault Vest. As you can see, it has leftovers, so, yeah, he doesn't take it as well as, say, my Raikou would, and it puts him in red health, although he is going to be able to, I think, he's going to be able to leftovers recovery back to yellow, I think, this turn, but still, low health, especially with my Stealth Rocks up. By the time he switches back in, he'll be in red. Actually, no, he's going to be in red anyway, because he switched out this turn. That's right, he goes for that Volt Switch, going into the first time, Super Hot Fire, the Heatran, which is normally not a good matchup for me, and I do only have 2 attacks on this, so I don't actually have Earthquake, like he thought I might have earlier. Not that it matters, because this thing does have the Hot Air Balloon. I actually just go for the Dragon Claw this turn to break the balloon. Actually, I don't know why I did that, since I don't actually have Earthquake. But regardless, I am going to try to set up this turn. I go for a Dragon Dance, and knowing that the best thing he probably has against me is that Flash Cannon, or he could have Will-O-Wisp, which would not be good either. And I guess I kind of got lucky the fact that he didn't have Will-O-Wisp. Maybe I was just kind of scouting his moves, and I didn't really want to switch out either because I don't really have a safe switch at this point. I don't want to, risk Talonflame, especially with those Stealth Rocks now up. And I didn't want to go into Lopunny just in case, because I figure it's even worse if Lopunny gets burned, because Lopunny is my ace in the hole right now. So, yeah, he just keeps going for that. As you can see, I'm healing a little bit more with Roost than he can deal, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw now. With the boosted attack, I can actually 2-hit KO him from there with it, so that's pretty nice. I do survive the Flash Cannon as I thought I would, and I do take out the Heatran, which is pretty awesome. Now, it is going to go into, obviously, Medicham now to kill me with a priority Fake Out, but that's fine, because now I can get a safe switch into Talonflame, and pretty much if he wants to stay in with Medicham, he has a priority Brave Bird that's going to kill him, or he can go into Raikou, which will kill that, so Either way, I get a kill, and I still have Mega Lopunny, which I know can actually go one-on-one against this Medicham pretty much at this point. As long as I get a Fake Out and a return, it's definitely going to kill this thing, because Medicham is made out of paper. That's pretty much its one weakness. And other than speed, actually, speed is pretty bad too. But anyway, yeah, he's just going to go into Raikou, which is probably the best move he could have made, because otherwise he would just lose his only chance of winning. But in actuality, I had two things to really stop this Medicham at this point. I had my Mega Lopunny, which, like I said, if I can switch in on it as a revenge kill, it can take out this Mega Medicham, and obviously my Talonflame can revenge kill this Mega Medicham, so it didn't really matter which one I went into at that juncture. And, yeah, he is going to kill my Talonflame now, but that's fine because this is his last Pokemon, and I still have Mega Lopunny. I can go into it, get the free Fake Out, and the best he can do, the best he can hope for is really to Bullet Punch crit me. But even then, it's not stabbed or anything, so I don't think it's going to quite do it. He does try to go for it, and as you can see, it does some decent damage, but I don't even think a crit would have done it. So either way, good game, Whale. That was a close one, and we're going to have to do another one real soon. Maybe get you a chance to go back up to 500. So let's go into today's question of the day, which is, what current move do you want to have better distribution in Gen 7? Now, what I mean about distribution is maybe make it a TM or make it a move tutor move so that more Pokemon can learn it. As for me, I still want to see a move tutor Rapid Spin. I mean, it's such a good utility move, better than Defog, to be honest, and there's just so few Pokemon that can learn it, and there's no real reason that most Pokemon can't just spin around in a circle. Let's be real here. And I think it would actually improve the metagame a lot and give a little bit of check, more of a check. I mean, I like how in Gen 6 they made defog, the change of defog, which also helps against entry hazards, but Rapid Spin is on a different level, and I would like to see it have better distribution. Mind you, Rapid Spin is not without its weaknesses either, because Rapid Spin can be blocked by Ghost types. But anyway, leave a comment about that. What current move would you like to see have better distribution? Would you like to see on more Pokemon? Maybe it's a move that's really limited right now due to being mainly a level up move, and you just think there's no reason that it should be limited that way and stuff and you just think it would be really interesting to include on more Pokemon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope that you will rate, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Later.